So hello everyone, welcome back to English Grammar and Literature World. Dear students, today we'll again talking about total 25 questions from idioms and phrases. And in this particular video, we'll again talking about 25 questions from idioms and phrases based on PYQs for various competitive exams. So let's begin today's class. Look at the first one. What is the meaning of the idiom take French leave? So this one is very important. Okay, so what is the meaning of take French leave? Actually, the idiom means to leave a place without informing or taking permission. Okay, that is called French leave. So look at the option B, that is leave without informing is the right answer. Okay, actually it is often used when someone goes away quietly without telling anyone. Understand? That's great. Next, what is the meaning apple of one's eye? The idiom apple of one's eye means a person who is very dear and loved deeply. Okay, so apple of one's eye means a person who is very dear and loved one. So look at the options. Option D, that is someone very dear is the right answer. Okay, next, what is the meaning of bag and baggage? So this one also very important. So bag and baggage means completely with all belongings. So that means when someone leaves or moves somewhere taking everything with them. Okay, so bag and baggage means option B, that is completely with all belongings is the correct answer. Okay, next, what is the meaning of bell and ears? So the idiom means to listen very carefully and with full attention. So actually the idiom suggests to listen very carefully. Okay, so here option C, that is listen attentively is the right answer. Next, what is the meaning of between devil and deep sea? The idiom between devil and deep sea means being in a situation where one must choose between two equally dangerous or difficult options. Okay, that means option C, choose between two danger is the right answer. Next, what is the meaning of black sheep? Actually, the phrase black sheep is a very common term. So black sheep means a person in a group or family who is considered bad, dishonest or different in a negative way. Okay, so the idiom black sheep generally suggests option D, that is a disreputable member. Okay, a disreputable member. So it is used when someone brings a bad reputation to the group. So people always say black sheep. Next, what is the meaning of bring home the bacon? Idiom bring home to the bacon means to earn money and support one's family. Okay, to earn money, or you can say support one's family. So here option A, that is earn livelihood is the correct answer. Next, what is the meaning of eat like a horse? Here eat like a horse means to eat a large quantity of food. To eat a large quantity. So that means option B, that is eat a lot. Okay, actually it is used humorously to describe someone with a big appetite. Next, what is the meaning of fair and square? So the idiom fair and square means in an honest, okay, in an honest, straightforward, and just manner. Okay, or you can say just manner or good manner. Okay, that means option C, honestly and directly is the correct answer. Okay, next, what is the meaning of give a wide berth? So the idiom give a wide berth means to stay away from someone or something completely, usually to avoid trouble or danger. Understand? So look at the options. Option B, that is avoid completely is the correct answer. Next, What is the meaning of go against the grain? So the idiom go against a grain means to do something that is opposite to one's natural feelings, habits or beliefs. Okay, so just like rubbing wood in wrong direction feels uncomfortable, doing something against your nature also feels uncomfortable. So you can choose option A, that is act against one's nature is the correct answer. Okay, next. So what is the meaning of hammer and tongs? So the word hammer generally suggests one can hard work. Okay, so hammer or tongs means to do something with great force. With great force, or you can say energy or any kind of enthusiasm. Okay, enthusiasm. So here option D, that is with great energy, is the correct answer. Next, what is the meaning of in a nutshell? The idiom in a nutshell means to explain something in a very short and concise way. Okay, to explain something in a concise way or very short. You can add very short. So look at the options. Option D, that is in brief, okay, is the correct answer. Next, what is the meaning of jump out of one's skin? So the idiom jump out of one's skin means to be suddenly very frightened or shocked. Okay, to be shocked. So here option D, that is be extremely frightened, is the right answer. Next, what is the meaning of keep the wolf from the door? So the idiom keep the wolf from the door means to earn just enough to survive and avoid hunger or poverty. Okay, so the idiom refers to basic survival. Okay, one kind of basic survival, not luxury. So here option B, prevent starvation, is the correct choice. Next, so what does the meaning of know the ropes? So the idiom know the ropes means to be experienced and understand how something works. Okay, so here option A, that is be experienced, is the correct answer. Next, what is the meaning of make ends meet? The idiom generally suggests to manage one's income so that it is enough to cover expenses. Okay, so it is often used when someone is limited and one has to carefully balance income and expending. So here the word to balance, here the word to be balanced income and expending or income and expenditure. Okay, so option B, that is manage expenses, is the correct answer. Next, what is the meaning of out of sorts? The idiom out of sorts means feeling slightly ill. So feeling slightly ill, or you can say uncomfortable. Okay, or not in good mood. You can choose option D, slightly unwell or upset, is the correct answer. Next, what is the meaning of ride roughshod over? The idiom ride roughshod over means to treat others in a cruel, harsh or unfair manner without caring about their feelings. Okay, so someone who is very cruel, that means option B, treat others harshly, is the correct answer. Next, what is the meaning of stick to one's gun? Actually, this one is very important and common term. Stick to one's guns means to remain firm in one's opinion or decision despite opposition. Okay, so you can say to remain firm. Okay, so look at the options. Option A, that is maintain one's position firmly, is the correct answer. Actually, the idiom shows confidence and determination. Okay, next, what is the meaning of make a beeline for? So this one is very common term. Make a beeline for means to go straight and quickly towards something without wasting time. Okay, So just like a bee goes directly to a flower, this idiom shows direct movement with purpose. Okay, so you can choose option C, that is go directly towards. Okay, next one. What is the meaning of at arm's length? So at arm's length means to keep someone or something at a distance, often to avoid closeness or involvement. Understand? That means to physical distance. You can simply say to maintain physical distance. Physical distance. Okay, or emotional distance. So here option B, that is at a distance, is the correct answer. Next one. What is the meaning of bail the cat? So bail the cat means to take a dangerous risk or responsibility for the benefit of others. Understand? So it comes from a story. I think you people know the story, where mice decided to put a bell around a cat's neck, but no one is brave enough to do it. So bail the cat means one kind of great responsibility. Okay, or you can say a dangerous or risky work. So here you can choose option A, that is to take a risk for others, is the correct answer. Next. What is the meaning of close shave? The idiom close shave means a situation where someone narrowly escapes danger or failure. Okay, so it suggests that the person was very close to something bad happening. Okay, so option B, that is narrow escape, is the correct answer. So next one, that is what is the meaning of from pillar to the post? So look at the options. Option A, stay at one place. Option B, work peacefully. Option C, travel comfortably. Option D, move endlessly without result. So what is the correct answer? You people let me know in the comment section. Today we completed 25 questions from idioms and phrases based on previous year questions. Okay, so keep reading, keep writing, and keep watching English Grammar and Literature World. Thanks for watching. See you in the next classes.